Slime Charlie kills it. And that is how I fly a helicopter.
John,
First game on DayZ, so don't judge
Bob,
me for that. Um, Brilliant game, I must say, and I'm doing pretty well, I think. I haven't died yet.
Storm Front.
Been avoiding players, just seeing what I can do, what I can get. But I did get shot at a couple of times while I was trying to fly that helicopter away from the base. Now, a bit about me. Be doing a bit of DayZ, Battlefield, whatever other games I get. Rome Total War once they fix the bugs, which make players run into walls and not do anything useful. I'll be doing some videos of that when I'm not shouting at the screen. But yeah, I'll be doing a mixture of everything really, and it'll be more of a amateur side of things, not so much like the Frank PC videos you'll see all the time. That's a bit hard to aim for, I guess. But I'll be doing a mixture of everything. I'll be sort of showing you guys stuff like that, like the fails that will happen each attempt I try to play this game. If you don't know, DayZ is a survival game, so set in the sort of apocalypse wasteland of Russia after a zombie virus has killed most of the people in the world, or something like that. Don't know the backstory to it, but they're zombies and you're surviving. It's good enough for me. So in this, I just started off. I've made my way north. I managed to finally find where I was on the map and get an okay weapon, some items, inventory, etc., stuff like that. And grabbed a jeep and made it my way to the local airfield. Now, I was going around the outskirts of the airfield and saw this chopper. Decided to sort of give up looting and go off for a fly. As you can probably see from the start of the video, I was flying okay as I was trying to make my way to this base, which is apparently guarded by AI players, to go and loot it when that happened. And yeah, from now on I'm on foot and I'm trying to go and get some blood bags to heal myself and somehow survive the next 20 minutes or so until I log off. Now, as you'll see from later on this video, it doesn't end as well as I was hoping it to. I didn't even manage to sort of avoid contact with enemy players, because in this game now it's a lot of player v player, not so much helpful, unless you get quite lucky with who you see. Yeah, as you can see, I'm currently navigating my way through, which is quite hard. I've not done something like this before. Keep getting lost on the map, thinking I'm in a different place. But I soon find my way to roughly where I'm going. But I kind of decide to take a detour to a base where I believe there might be some health and supplies that I need. Now, obviously being marked on the map as a base, you're going to have to watch out for enemy players. Now, this is the main problem here. Not played this before, and I don't really know sort of what it's like to be shot at by other people, and I don't know how much damage you need to do. So it's all a bit tense here, being first encounter, being very sneaky and hoping that no one saw me. So there is 2-3 entrances into here, I did see, one being from there, and there's 2 around the outside, breaks in the wall. Now here's the thing, there's a vehicle here, can't see anything else though, so I'm just being a bit wary at the moment. Although you'll probably hear, I think it's about now, you'll hear there's noise coming from a different sort of direction. So originally I thought that was coming from inside, but it seems as though it comes from actually inside the base. I don't know where he was because he wasn't there a second ago when we were looking down into the main area. But yeah, I was hoping he didn't see me because I'm just having to peek out this window using the car. But you'll see for the next minutes, or I think it felt like a lot longer. I'm hiding just behind this wall where he can't see me, I believe. Just trying to just stay out of his sight. So I'm just using this because you can use the E key to peek around to your right, so I know I can do that. As you can see, he's just gone past, but I'm pretty sure he hasn't seen me yet. But seems to keep on doing this for a couple of minutes. Now this is one of the tense things because I didn't want to speak because I didn't know if he was there or not, and I didn't want to sort of run out because he could have shot me in the back. And one bullet would have probably killed me, I reckon, with the amount of health I had left. Or blood in the top right corner if you don't recognise it. Now you do start with 12,000 on this server, and after my helicopter crash, it's pretty low. Don't even know how I managed to survive that, to be honest. I thought you would die if you did that, but obviously not. So now I've just got to keep surviving. It's pretty tense. He keeps running past the door, I think expecting me to shoot at him because he thinks that. I think by this time I thought I knew he knew I was in there. It's not too bad. I've got the right of way. Look, you think he's driving off? Nope. He stopped. Jumps out, and pretty sure I thought he was going to keep on driving because he had to move one car to get the other one out of the way. But something I think makes him think that should really stick around. Now, it's not too bad. Just sort of having a think and thinking like, well, if he does come in, I'll do that. But as you'll see in a minute, I kind of forget that my gun's semi-automatic for a little second, and I only put one bullet into him before I have to start shooting again. Now the good thing about this server that I was playing on is it has a couple of loot locations that appear randomly in each server reset, which was about every hour or so. So it's just a mixture of everything like that. So it's a bit tense, but 60 people, and this was like the third or fourth person I'd seen. So pretty good considering the size of the map, I reckon. But hopefully next time I'm doing this, it won't be too bad. Now the thing is, with this you also have to remember that you can see people sometimes when they think they're hidden. So I keep moving to my left slightly, just making sure I can still pop out in a second. But yeah, as you can sort of see, there's a pretty long wait between him running past and me doing this. Now, Armour and DayZ is really just about camping, just getting the best sort of cover and waiting for them to appear, especially with when you've got this third person view on. So with the third person view, you can literally just sit there and just peek around the corners and they can't do anything. Anything first person, you have to be a bit more aggressive, I'd say. Just making sure you actually can see the players at most times. Whereas this, I know he's only got one entrance into here. He's either going to drive off and that'll be it, or he'll try coming in and he'll be dead. So just double checking, making sure I can actually get it. So you can see he's about to come in. Fire a couple shots. He's lagging, I don't know what's going on there. I empty a clip into him, and yeah, just trying to see. Now he's still just there. I don't know what was going on here. He must have been bleeding out and bandaging himself, so more rounds into him. Nah, you couldn't really see there, but when I went out, it didn't look like he was down there, or you couldn't see him or hear him with the flies buzzing around him. So, I had to go out and make sure no one else was there. So, I knew he didn't go to the right because I didn't see him go that way, but it was to the left I was worried about. Now there were zombies around here, but it appears the zombies, like that one there, was just looking at a bush, which made me think he was first trying to hide around the other side. So just making sure, cleaning my corners, etc. Making sure he's not actually hiding somewhere there. Don't think he would get very far, but it's always sort of worth checking with the sort of lag you can get in these servers where you can shoot them and they're not actually there. But yeah, it turns out he was actually dead. So I was kind of wasting my time doing this, but it was just nice to check. But yeah, this zombie, didn't want to shoot him. Seemed like he was just chilling there, not really harming me much. Kept looking at me though, giving me a weird look, but you know, I'm not going to do much about that unless he starts attacking me. Don't want to draw any more attention to myself. So now I'm just going to sort of go up and check, make sure, see what sort of weapons he's got, etc. Turns out, slightly better weapon than I had, or more ammo. But apart from that, it didn't have a huge amount. Now the reason I'm here is not just to get sort of health, etc. Is trying to find a sniper rifle. Helps a lot in a long range engagement. Just obviously first game, as you can see there, just double checking, making sure he's dead. I didn't want him to randomly get up behind me and shoot me in the back, kill me. Now it may seem like a bit of overkill and I probably won't do it again, but it's just worth double checking. Now I'm surprised by this time the zombies haven't come, because in every other scenario I've fired 1 bullet. I've been surrounded by zombies in less than about 20 seconds. I've ran across fields, jumped over fences, then hidden pine trees to stay away from them. Now, that's one thing I learned. If you hide in a pine tree and don't shoot them back, you will survive. If you try running around, they will chase you. But you can't really outrun them unless you're running faster. I think the zombies run a little bit faster than you, so they will catch up. But they have to stop moving to hit you, so as long as you keep running, you will outrun them, I guess. Or you will survive until you run out of water or food. Now, I haven't played any night servers yet because none of the servers I played on seem to go to night mode. They all seem to be on day, which is very useful, especially for someone who's just starting out, because if you don't have anything to see in the dark, it's as dark as it would be in real life in the middle of nowhere, so you don't really see what the hell you're doing. Or you can only see gunfire, etc. like that. I've seen a couple of videos, people playing that. Now I'm just checking the gear on here, which is probably the bad idea, because I left myself really out in the open. And it turns out there was no gear in there, but still getting used to the game, and still finding out what's good to do and what's not good to do. Now this is the trouble, is you could have someone over the other side of the forest who's not going to come and assault you straight on, but they are going to come and find you later. So it's something you have to think about when you're doing stuff like this. Actually being able to get... Oh sorry, it's just quite tired over here, it's in the UK. Actually being able to find out where you can go, etc. So now I'm just doing a bit of sort of searching around, etc. And it'll speed up in a little bit just because it's quite boring. But also how to kill zombies when you not really paying attention, have no ammo, and just want to survive. So just a bit of a GTA style killing there, you know, just reverse back and forward. One left, he randomly managed to stop being paralysed and get up. So now you can see he's like randomly gone from crawling to running around again. So just got to run him over, you know, make sure he's dead. He's definitely dead now, but you know, just run him over once more. So there's medical tents here, which is exactly what I was looking for, and some scaffolding, so going up quite high. Luckily, from when I was looking at it a second ago, is they were quite high buildings, so it was very unlikely someone was going to be able to sit on top and be able to look right down. Now, if you haven't played DayZ, what you're looking for to heal yourself is a blood bag. Now, on this server, you can do self blood bagging, so you can heal yourself. Trouble if you don't have that is you need a friend to do it for you, or you have to be in a hospital. Now, I haven't gone to a hospital because they're all in the main cities, and I've been trying to avoid them and be quite sneaky. Now, I think a lot of players, this might be quite a good tactic for them if they first start out. Just like me, you have to learn everything. If I'm trying to run around a city, it's not going to end well. So, just a matter of finding out sort of what you can do first, and then maybe go back there. So I also did this, which was quite stupid. Right in the entrance, I do a blood bag. I don't realise how long it takes, so I'm sitting there for a good 30-40 seconds, right in the open. So if anyone wanted to come out, they could walk up, put 2 bullets in me, and I'd probably be dead. Now this is the thing. Everything in this takes a decent amount of time, depending on what you're doing. So you do have to think about where you're doing stuff, etc. Whoa. Yawning this much. I wasn't yawning this much earlier. So, it's just a matter of sort of finding out where you can do it safely and always keeping surroundings. So, would never do this again. I would go somewhere else where I can actually hear people coming and I'm not wide open to anyone who wants to shoot down the side. Now, just doing a bit of sort of reconnaissance here. Just trying to find out. So I'll be running up and down the things in a second, trying to see where I can get to. If there's any weapons, because always assume there'll be a sniper rifle somewhere high, although that's probably never the case. They're not going to do that, I don't think. But yeah, trying to find sort of a sniper rifle. So just climbed up one of the tallest towers, come back down. That's the one to my right just there. And now I've worked my way up the next one. So up here, I'm just working my way back down, just having a look for some loot, work my way through it. I think I missed a pistol earlier that I go back for, because I'm going back up to have a look for something. But as I get down here, the zombies, because I've had to shoot one earlier coming upstairs, because I don't have a silenced weapon or machete or anything, they're starting to come towards me now. And this is quite lucky what happens here, because I've got a watch, got my binoculars, got everything, so got everything to scout. But as I'm coming down here, you'll hear in a second there's some silenced pistol shots that you really have to listen out for. And you can see the bullets hitting the ground just down by the stairs. Now the guy's just not looking for me. I don't think he realises I'm here, even though I've got a car parked right there. So you'll hear in a second, it's about 10 seconds from now, the bullets hit. Now, this is the trouble. I tried using TeamSpeak, but unfortunately my microphone wasn't picking up the sound. So I've had to use TeamSpeak, like the chat, to see if there's anyone in. He didn't reply, so I can't speak to him on friendly. So unfortunately, at this time he was completely hostile, and yeah, it's not very good, especially when you don't know where the hell they are. I reckon he was pretty close, probably about sort of 15 meters around the corner, because you're trying to use a silenced pistol, probably the Makarov, the one you start with, to try and kill people, but didn't work. So what I'm currently trying to do is make sure he comes up. But as I'm thinking this, is like the zombies are down there, so he has to come through the zombies, which means shooting or dying to come up and get me. So I'm not so worried at the moment. What I am worried about though is actually being able to get out. So if I can't get out of this building, I'm stuck here. I can obviously log out, come back later on, log back in, but I don't want to. I want to go off and survive. And you should do something with one whole run before the server resets. Now, as you can see, just picked up a different pistol, so now I've got a silenced weapon again. I did get out a Makarov SD from one of the other guys, but it had one bullet in it, or 2 bullets or something, so it's pretty useless. I tried shooting that crawling zombie, and I'm still getting used to the aiming, because it's not straight, it's a bit more realistic. So now I've actually got a silenced weapon, so I can go out and do some ninjaing. Yeah. But currently, just sort of trying to make my way around. And I'll speed up this video in a minute, because it's just a matter of sort of just running around. But yeah, we'll see what happens in about 3-4 minutes when I climb the tower to get a better view. So you can hear I'm currently getting shot at, or shot close to, by the guy I knew was down there. Now, I don't know, because I haven't seen him yet, what weapons he's got, but as I was saying earlier, silent Makarov sounds like what he'd be using. So he must be fairly low level, or either he hasn't got another suppressed weapon yet, which is one of the things it could be. Obviously having a suppressed weapon is a lot nicer than having a melee weapon, or having an assault rifle, or anything very loud. Because in this, as soon as you fire one bullet, if there's zombies around, don't know what distance exactly, haven't done any research into it, they will come and chase you, and it's not very fun. You just end up running away and attracting a lot of attention. So currently making my way up to the high levels to see if I can find out where he is. Now I knew it wasn't by the medical tents, because a couple of zombies there, and when I came out there was no one there. So I'm guessing he's either been running around at the back towards the further outmost wall looking for supplies and avoiding the centre, because I do believe he knows I'm there. Probably seen a couple of cars parked in weird places, so I would always assume that. Now, just going to make my way up to the top, and you'll see what happens in a second, and why this video will end in 20 seconds. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoy these videos, or this video in particular, first one. I will probably improve my commentary a lot once I get used to it. Don't normally listen to my own voice this much. Hope it doesn't annoy you. But yeah, as you can see, he's just down there. But I will be doing a mix of Battlefield videos, montages, etc. This sort of stuff, fails, etc. But fails like this. So, going for a bit of skydive. So that was my first game in DayZ. It was fun in the while it lasted. But yeah, if you enjoy the video and want to see some more, just subscribe to my channel. Give the video a like if it was okay. But yeah, hope to see you guys again.